Hi everyone, I'm Bina Delisi, and in this video we're going to talk about 4 legal traps to avoid when selling a tenanted property. We receive an overwhelming number of calls from realtors throughout the province of Ontario asking us, how do we make sure our seller landlord is protected during the sales process of a tenanted property? Well, here are 4 things that you need to know. Number 1, the first legal trap is the buyer failing to disclose what their intention is. I always mention to realtors and landlords and sellers that anytime you're selling a tenanted property, we need to know what the buyer's intent is. Are they going to be moving in? Do they have a child, parent, or caregiver, and perhaps they're going to be moving in? Are they requiring vacant possession so that they can renovate and sell the property? What does the buyer want to do with the property? Number 2, serving an improper N12. Well, depending on what the buyer's intention is, will or will not instruct you as to whether or not you need to serve an N12. An N12 is a notice to terminate tenancy, providing 60 days to the tenant. However, the tenant does not have to vacate. They have the right to exert tenant's rights and continue to remain in the property until the matter is heard at the Landlord and Tenant Board. In fact, the Landlord and Tenant Board is the only authority who can terminate the tenancy and evict a tenant. And if your notice, which is the N12, is done incorrectly, any error, no matter how minor, will get the matter dismissed at the Landlord and Tenant Board. Legal trap number 3, cash for keys must be executed meticulously. That means it needs to be documented, it needs to be filed with the Landlord and Tenant Board so that the board can issue an eviction order without a hearing. Cash for keys should never be executed by a realtor, by a property manager, or by, I always say, the landlord either. And that's because you need certain legal clauses to protect you in the long run. Legal trap number 4, showing a property without proper notice. Guys, this is a huge legal trap. Never show a property or never allow an agent to go into a property for the purpose of showing it if they don't provide 24 hours notice, because then the tenant can bring an application against the landlord and include the realtor and the brokerage for illegal entry. And illegal entries also have strong cost consequences. I hope you found this video informative. If you have any questions, always call us first.